Okay, this will be video 2 here. Getting my hips back in, close to where hips are supposed to be right now. It's great. Got my back brace cinched up with a, I'll just show you, it's a lot easier. I can describe it pretty well, but it's a sleeve made of cotton to a shirt, a heavy wool cotton, whatever shirt. And it's rolled up like a makiwara, almost. Well, actually, yeah, it's like a makiwara. And I got it in there replacing the curve. I do that a lot when I can handle it. Cinch it up as much as I can. And yeah, I practice that thing that I like the Buddhist kind of Eastern form of it, just because the word forgiveness and associated concepts are used as a license for things in my experience. So I prefer the letting go and not being vindictive, because that's also quite specific. It's quite specific. I like the energetic. I could draw a picture of that kind of crap, kind of stuff, and it would make sense. Letting it go. It's no longer mine. Doesn't have anything to do with me anymore. Oh, and not being vindictive with it. Hey, that sums it up. But as far as anyone else needs to be concerned on any level, don't need to know, how many rose flowers I did or didn't mentate at what angle. Not in your church. Yeah, my sacred is in my own sacral. Not funny. Really? Fine. In case the question comes up, I was doing this long before Shi Hing Yi, which I have no reason to disrespect, came on the scene publicly. Just been doing kung fu for a while, I hear. Seems pretty cool. I don't know. But it's not mine. Okay. All right, fine. Some of it can be seen, but it comes from the same, some of them, forms. I'm doing a lot more very meticulous ab work, internal organ work in this one, but it takes actual, I'm going to use the word adepthood or proficiency. There's one proficiency to do. Good thing I can. I'm not dead and stuff. Lots of good stuff, actually. Yeah. Jaw back in a little bit more there. When that Christian tried to murder me, an artist craftsman, one of the sacred principles of craftsmanship. Doesn't really matter which one. You can always remove more. It's hard to put it back. That's the principle. You can say it lots of ways. Yeshua only, well, I know more about Yeshua than most Westerners do on purpose because I did the work to figure out where the info was. And Yeshua did not hit a lot of people, but he hit some people. He didn't hit people that were being artist craftsmen exactly how he tried to get through the gaijin. I'm going to use that term with a little looseness here, but anyone who cares and has the right heart will figure it out real quick. Kind of a mind that he knew he was trying to teach. Enlighten. Truth is light. It's true light anyway. What color is the sun? Some people know what color the sun is. Darkness and the light, okay. Okay. I don't look that bad. I just don't like the associations with those demon bastards. Yeah. That memory of mine, though, specific candle magic rituals I remember seeing the evidence of, whole lists and lists of stuff. Thing about being a bad guy is that you're a bad guy. I thought all bad guys knew that, but then sources helped me to, realize no, some bad guys, they actually want to do this shit and they think it's going to work. Hmm. Anyway, it didn't, and it doesn't, obviously. There's shit that they try to do in spite of really simple, awesome, powerful truths like there's a sun. Ha! Looks like it loves me back. Looks like it doesn't love most of, all the cultists back. They can't sun gaze, and I can, is part of what I'm saying. And I just did. And I don't have any spots in my vision. I'm not blind. In fact, I can see better. Oh, and I put some of it in my spine because it's mine to do. This video is probably, I mean, it's definitely not going to them on purpose. They're spying and they're dying for it because there's a law. I love these pauses of mine. Some of them are on purpose. Some of them are because I wish they were on purpose later. And I was true. Sometimes I talk like this just to turn up the heat on those dumb narc. Just, can we, the chaff then though. Yeshua would get it. Takes about 3 hours, and no, to the fear baiters and everything that they would possibly try to extrapolate or use this for, because no, you're not relevant, and you're not my audience. You're not welcome, fear baiters. Takes about 3 hours by my reckoning. I like that word sometimes. Especially if you're a guy with the kind of standards Yeshua-san would have. I went through a whole list of languages for fun right there. Yeah, Yeshua-san. Hey, Yeshua. Anyway, by all accounts that I've read, he had a high standard of craftsmanship, of quality, or whatever he did. A couple other things I found out too. He had a ruddyish, red-haired complexion, and he had earned the nickname Stern over the years. Huh, interesting that. He didn't laugh very often, but that's because he knew what was up. Wasn't that he was? Yeah. Takes about 3 hours if you're gonna do it right. A cat of nine tails is a 3 foot, 18 inch per to 3 foot, um, braided with knots at the very least, if not barbs. Knotted, braided cord, like a bullwhip, very much like a bullwhip. And there's 9 of them, 9, at least 18 inches long, up to 3 feet ish. You know anything about true weapons craftsmanship, you know there's kind of a sliding scale around everything that ever existed. Almost. Like, yeah, but this guy wanted an inch taken off because of his foot and whatever. And he proceeded to whip those things in the face. All of them. That's permanent. Especially at that time. If you didn't have any real magic, like they were all claiming to, yeah, in the face. That's. So, dude didn't do it often, but he did it. No, fear baiters, you're wrong. I'm making a point you can't possibly comprehend. You can't meditate at all. You can't be quiet. You can't sit still. Who the fuck gave you any kind of power? Oh, the Irish would, but the Irish are having an issue now, aren't they? I got enough Irish to say that. More than enough. More enough from lands better suited to breathe this fine air than any of the likes would have put me in the crosshairs of their ill-fated not souls. Mm. Well, being me, I'm going to switch stances slightly. Have a sip of coffee. Mm-hmm. Gods, but that's good. I got a little turmeric in this one. It's rocking, as they say. No, it's not that bad, really. Not once I take the Masonic Warlock crap. It's that nature and nurture. Not so nurture, but environment for a certain amount of time with certain amounts of energetic principle overlays. We'll call them weights. Certain weights applied. Take that crap out. I'm reminiscent of some individuals I could probably shake a stick at, and they'd shake one back, and I might learn something in my kung fu way, like Odin. And not the Western name for the dude that made the Cat o' Nine Tails, whose nickname was Stern. Go figure. Don't go figure. None of you are capable of it. Wait, I'm sending this to good people. Whatever. I'm making so many points. I had one good meal yesterday. It was good. I just had one today, and I have another. So I can only imagine that the quality of my expression will. So many wonderful monikers to choose from there. Hmm. All right. We'll just go with co-respond. Ah, riki tiki 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 tavi. Ah, riki tiki 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 tiki. No, not the Hollywood version, or what I've seen. Pretty much anyone wearing any Asetru kind of stuff. Pretty much all of them. I have the ancient Celt wisdom in me, the kind that a couple know about. It's not a chaos worshiping kind of a thing. And the Northmen that I remember and can embody and have consistently been able to embody from somewhere or other, ha 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 ha, not in your church, my whole life, have been as bastardized and demonized by Hollywood as they have because we were beautiful, noble, powerful, truth exacting explorers who were willing to trade fairly on many dimensions, but fairly only. in Beauty and Truth, or well, then you learn about what's that thing these moderns are calling it the shadow self. I think that's in MK Ultra Combat 2: Return of. Yeah, I'll make another video later.